Hello grade 5 students, I hope that you are doing well. In this video we will solve word problems using long division. Number 1. A factory produces 272 chairs in an 8-hour shift. If the factory produces the same number of chairs each hour, part A, how many chairs does it produce in 1 hour? Part B, how many chairs does it produce in 30 minutes? So in part A, I have to calculate how many chairs does the factory produce in 1 hour. In the given, they said that the factory produces 272 chairs in an 8-hour shift, and they said that the factory produces the same number of chairs each hour. So the factory produces the same number of chairs each hour. So let's suppose that the factory produces 20 chairs in the first hour. It will produce 20 chairs in the second hour, 20 chairs in the third hour, 20 chairs in the fifth hour, and so on. So here, to find how many chairs does it produce in 1 hour, I have to divide 272 by 8. Since it produces 272 chairs in 8 hours, so in 1 hour we divide it by 8 to get the answer. We will get 34. So in 1 hour, the factory produces 34 chairs. Now, how many chairs does it produce in 30 minutes? If the factory produces 34 chairs in 1 hour, in 30 minutes, what should we do? How should we calculate it? You just need to remember that each hour consists of 60 minutes. So, in order to find how many chairs does the factory produce in 30 minutes, I have to divide the answer, which I got in part A, divided by 2. Why by 2? Since each hour consists of 30 minutes, so I divide 34 by 2 to get the final answer. When we divide 32 by 2, we'll get 17. So 34 divided by 2 equals to 17. Now, let me explain in detail how did we solve. So, as we said that the factory produces 272 chairs in 8 hours. In 1 hour, I have to divide 272 by 8. Since the divisor is greater than the first digit of the dividend on the left, I have to take 2 digits from the dividend. So here I have to use 27 in the first step. I ask myself, how many 8s do I need to get 27 or almost 27? 8 times 3 is 24, 8 times 4 is 32. 32 is greater than 27, so I have to use the 8 times 3, which is equal to 24. I place the 3 in the quotient above the 7, and I place the 24 under the 27. Now I have to subtract. 7 minus 4 equals to 3. 2 minus 2 equals to 0. I bring down the 2. Since I brought down a digit from the dividend, I should repeat the long division process. So here I ask myself, how many 8s do I need to get 32 or almost 32? 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40. It's obvious I have to use 8 times 4. I place the 4 in the quotient next to the 3. 32 minus 32 equals to 0. So when we divide 272 by 8, we will get 34. Please don't forget to write the complete answer. The question was, how many chairs does it produce in 1 hour? Implies in 1 hour the factory produces 34 chairs. In part B, how many chairs does it produce in 30 minutes? 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. So I just divide the number of chairs that the factory produces in 1 hour by 2 to get the answer. So 34 divided by 2. Here the divisor is less than the first digit of the dividend on the left, so I only use 1 digit. How many 2s do I need to get 3 or almost 3? I only need 1 2, so 2 times 1 is 2. 3 minus 2 equals to 1. I bring down the 4. Now I have 14. How many 2's do I need to make 14 or almost 14? 2 times 7 equals to 14. 14 minus 14 equals to 0. So when we divide 34 by 2, we will get 17. So in 30 minutes, the factory produces 17 chairs. Number 2, a cafeteria can seat 540 students. Each table has 20 seats. The question is, how many tables are in the cafeteria? We simply divide 540 divided by 20. Why? Since the cafeteria can seat or can fit 540 students, on each table only 20 students can sit. And we have 20 seats, so only 20 students can sit. To know how many tables do we have in the cafeteria, we have to divide 540 by 20. So the divisor is 20. It's made up of 2 digits. So at least I should use 2 digits from the dividend. Since the divisor is less than the first 2 digits, I only take the 2 digits, or I only use the 2 digits. So I only use the 54. I ask myself, how many 20s do I need to get 54 or almost 54? 20 times 2 is 40. 20 times 3 is 60. 60 is greater than 54, so I only use the 20 times 2. 54 minus 40 equals to 14. I bring down the 0. Now I have 140. I ask myself, how many 20s do I need to get 140 or almost 140? It's 20 times 7. I write 140. Under this 140, I subtract them, I get a 0. So we don't forget to write the complete answer. Implies there are 27 tables in the cafeteria. Each table can fit 20 students. So we have 27 tables. To check my answer, multiply the quotient by the divisor, you will get 540. Let me multiply it in front of you to make sure. So the quotient is 27. We multiply it by 20. Let's skip the first step. It's 0. Now 2 times 7, it's 14. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, it's 5. Add the remainder, which is 0. You will get 540, which is equal to the dividend. That's it for today, guys. Please, I want you to write these word problems on your copybooks. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to contact me. I hope to see you very soon.